there's a fusion event coming up. We don't know what the name is. We don't know exactly when it is. But let's talk about it.
We can talk.
Tell me about it.
Fusions are super regular in Raid. We all know that. There's going to be 3 different types of fusions we're going to see. Those are going to be a fragment fusion, like, well, not this one, fragment someone, but we can pretend this is a fusion with Yukaro the Scourge. This is a great Void champ. I'd love to get him. In fact, I think it would help my roleplay with the Noelle team. I have a snowball only team, and I think Yukaro would be a great combo. So fragment fusion, how's that going to work? Well, basically you're going to go through events like champ training, champ chase, and you're going to be getting fragments, collecting them, and then of course you are going to be getting them all, 100 fragments, and then summoning the champ. This is the same type of way that when you get any of these up to 100, like my boy Drexlar, which I always forget to buy fragments for, big shout out to him, and don't forget to buy yours today. This is going to be a perfect spot to get him to 100% and click summon. And that's exactly what you're going to do. This is what I did with Stock, the Broken, as well. Stop right there. Click the link in the description right now to get yourself a free legendary and an amazing epic. Here's the exact steps that you need to do right now. Step number 1, log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Here we go. You're with Bambus the Panda right now, and don't forget to come back at level 15 because you'll get our man Tagore. Congratulations on an amazing start to your Raid account. Now click the link in the description right now. The other type of fusion that we're going to see is a traditional fusion. This means that we're going to be able to pull champs involved. For example, if we were to go to Portal, we might get lucky in our mystery shards. We might be able to pull champs, and then you're going to be combining all of those together. And that's going to be a lot more like Lady Mickage right here. In fact, basically exactly the same, except these are typically just going to be 4 of the same epic. And then you'll have some rares maybe that go into them. Sabbatha is a great example of this. She was part of a fusion for the Mad Hatter, and in fact is pretty cool champion, or Sabitha, maybe, sorry, Sabitha. And then it was 4 of these fused in for the Mad Hatter. The traditional fusions are going to require some arcane pots as well. So for example, if you're doing a fragment fusion, there's no need for any ascension, but you're going to be needing to level up and ascend for the traditional fusions. That means, for example, on the Sabbatha, we needed void pots, and we don't know the pots that are going to be required in the future, unfortunately. I'm going to assume that it's probably not going to be void again, and so my recommendation is that you're going to have 80 greater pots of something that's not void, so whether that be force, spirit, or magic. Now, there's other types of fusions as well that we'll see sometimes that are just a hybrid. That's just a sexy way to say you need some fragments, and you can also do it with some champions. There's not really any big brain on that. It's going to be the exact same way as before. Now, how can we get prepped for the fusion? How can we do it? I'm going to give you a piece of advice here. If you're still with me in the video, thank you. Like and subscribe. Play Raid a little bit less if you're prepping for a fusion. And I say that because some of us, like myself, don't have this insane ability to wait and wait and wait and, wait Shadow Legends. I try. I'm doing better, guys. I promise. But if you're struggling with that at all, play Raid a little less. Just log in, do your daily quests. Going, okay, what do I need to fight in Classic Arena 5 times? Okay, great, fantastic. There's an Armand, so he'll wipe my whole team. Okay, great, let's do a refresh. Nope, okay. And you check in an hour or 2 and hit your refresh. Get your Classic Arena done. Get your energy refill acquired. Log in, click your gem mine, and then log out. Go play an alt account. Go play a brand new alt account with the link in the description. Whatever the case is, that way you're not going to be as likely to pull those shards. Oh, did we just get an event mission? Did we just get that for Ramad too? Oh my goodness. I will take 30 of those nice equipments. That's one weird hack, wow, sound like BuzzFeed, to actually not spend your shards. Because when I log in and I say I've got a Sacred sitting here, and I go, oh, well, I've got a Primal sitting here, I've got 5 Voids, I've got 22 Ancients. I know, crazy, 22 Ancients. Yeah, it makes me want to pull them. It makes me want to use them. And that's not going to be great for the next fusion. The other thing I'm going to say on the mystery shards is, now that we have some time on the prep, a lot of these fusion prep videos come out like when the fusion's been announced. It doesn't help me, and maybe it helps you guys. It doesn't help me. Go ahead and go and grab in your market mystery shards. Now this is only true if you're willing to pull them. I'm willing to pull them. So if you don't know, a while back you didn't have the ability to pull, say, follow with me, pull 10, and then you can quick feed them. I don't know when that ability came in. It's been in there as long as I've been playing, which is not very long. I realize I will go here to Tavern and we can go instant upgrade. I actually don't want to feed on my level 2s, but you could do it this way. I definitely don't want to be feeding these champs that I've leveled up all the way, Boom, boom, boom. Now here I'm just going to be feeding an absolute plethora of level 1s. We've completed another daily mission. That is a really, really fast way to do it. If you're struggling with space in your barracks, they call it Champion Vault. I think barracks makes the most sense. Go to Champion Vault here and just go to the champs that you're not really likely to use. In fact, you could put any of your champs in here if you're willing to dedicate the time, the hour or two, to pull a couple thousand mystery shards. It is very, very quick to pull now and to consume. So mystery shards are going to be worth 1 point basically in any of the summoning rushes. So champ chase is pretty rough. For the sacreds are definitely much better there, but for a summoning rush, yeah, pull them. You get 1 point. This is going to be 10 points right here. You do this a couple times, oh, 30, 40, 50 points. Oh, you do it 10 times. You're tracking with the math, you get 100 points. And well, you do it 100 times, you get 1,000 points. It's really not so bad. It's really not so bad as people have made it out to be. I've pulled this way a couple times for just like say 500 or 1,000 points, and I don't have any problem with it. I would recommend doing that for sure. What you often hear people say is, hey, save your daily energy refill. If you're that patient, do it. That ties back in with, don't play quite as much, you're leading up to a fusion. I'm terrible about this. Any game I've ever played, I've been terrible about this. There's always things to grow and grind, especially on a new account like this, or newer. It's not new anymore maybe, but newer account. Champions need masteries, we need 60s, we need books from tournaments, all of this, okay? The thing I'm going to be saying is, if you haven't already done it, make sure you're hitting Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. If you are hitting Ultra Nightmare, great, congratulations, that's fantastic. If not, work to be getting to Ultra Nightmare ASAP. That's where you're going to be getting your shards as a source, going to be getting your books for these new fusion champions. This is just by far, everybody says it, and it's true, by far and beyond the best way to get resources in the game for free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. The other thing I would recommend doing, Faction Wars. Now, okay, yes, Faction Wars is maybe not going to help your fusion directly, but you're going to need money. You're going to need money for gear enhancement. Oof.
Don't remind me.
How are you going to get money for gear enhancement? By doing Faction Wars and then turning around and crafting. This is the same with Doom Tower. See, right here, I've got 10 crafts now of the big boy perception gear, and I'd really love some more boots. Some 6-star boots would be amazing. We're going to wait, because it's CVC, something I don't normally do very well. You guys are rubbing off on me. The comments saying, hey, do it this way. This is better. Well, you're probably right. But craft, and then you're going to be getting resources for your gear enhancement. It used to be, I guess, artifact. I think they're calling them gear enhancements right now. Everybody says it takes 16 to 20 mil. I have not found that to be the case. I found it to be more around like 10 to 15 maybe. One tip as well is, if you have RSL Helper, you can use RSL Helper to roll everything like say level 4 or level 8, and then you can sell. That's the way that I've started doing all mine. This is not new to me. Everybody does it, I think, or a lot of people do it. Let's say this, I'm doing it in a gear enhancement. So my rule of thumb is that rares are going to go to 4, epics or so are going to be about to 8, and then I mean Legos are going to go to 8 as well. So we would roll to 4 and say, okay, great, I got points for it. Now I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get 16k. This is a very effective way to cleanse gear and also to get paid. So 100% recommend doing it this way if you haven't already. There are ways where if you connect like on BlueStacks and you watch it on the auto upgrade, it works, and you can know how many it's going to take, and you do a cheaper item. That's actually really cool. I don't do it that way. I think it's a bit of work for what it is for the game, but if you do it that way, awesome. And it's super efficient, and yes, you save way more credits, and there's videos on that somewhere, but I'm not going to make a video on that because I don't do it. Don't actually do it. This is like the casual Samuel casual guides vibe on fusion prep. Okay, so artifact enhancement. Sure, I'm going to tell you you're supposed to have a bunch of silver. I don't usually have a bunch of silver. You're going to get quite a bit in the dungeon divers as well. Particularly, please, anything that you can do spider on. Yes, anything you can do spider for silver. Now, classically, a dungeon diver is going to take about 2,000 resources. It's really, really amazing if you can do dungeon divers and champ training at the same time. I'm still working on that on this account, right? We've seen that. We've seen the struggles. It's improving. Akemptum needs some ascension gear, but if your account is at a place that you can do this, or you can back it down, say from Dragon 20 to Dragon 16, but you're also running food through it, so you're double dipping on it. That is fantastic, and 100% recommend. Do it that way if you can do it, and if not, that's fine. That's fine. Run a couple of food through. Maybe you can duo it. Maybe you can true it. Just get some points. A little bit of points goes a long ways. And then for champ training, go to Tavern. Let's find somebody that needs a level. Well, these are all going to be food champs. The level ones, I'll be honest with you, I'm not leveling up. Here we go. So, champ training. I've got this guy. He's ready to rank up. Outlander is ready to eat some food. He definitely works out. He's got way better abs than I do. Kind of 2D chest development, though. Let's say he's going to eat Vigilante here. I'm sorry, Vigilante. Put 1 pot in. Now, this is true. I'm low on greens, okay? This is a really dumb guy to use as an example. It would have been way better to use a force. But that's the rule of thumb. So you're going to get points for the guy that's being fed in. This is even more and more and more effective as we get up to a higher level. And we say, hey, let's see if I've got anybody here that we can get put in here. On a level 2, I'm going to put 1 pot. Level 3, put 2. Level 4, I'm going to put 3. You get the picture. I use 1 less pot than their level. In fact, if you go into here, you'll see all of these I have already put pots into because I've done champ trainings this way. I go, okay, put 2 in there. Bingo. Level 15 for Terex. This guy looks cool. He's actually never done anything useful for me in my life. This is a really fantastic way to do champ trainings, and there's tons of videos on it, but there's not really any more need than that description right there. You use pots or run through campaign if you have lots of energy, the champs before you feed them. These are the things that I'm going to be trying to do here, is not pull these shards. I'm going to be trying badly to hold off and to hope we get more from Ultra Nightmare, as well as knocking out my daily quest. So let me go knock out my daily quest, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Take it easy. This was a Counter-Strike video. Bye-bye.